Founding Managing Partner at RSD Bajaj Global Law Firm, Ms. Shivaarti Bajaj. Can I have a round of applause, please? Welcome, Ms. Bajaj.
So let me start with Ms. Shivaarti Bajaj and then go to Mr. Amit Dubey. So over to you, Shivaarti.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here on such an esteemed panel, and thank you for organizing such a great event, sir. I'll keep it short because I understand that we are running against time for this panel. What we're discussing here is incubators and accelerators, and I'll limit myself to commenting on the legal and business aspects of that in terms of funding and growth. Incubators and accelerators in India have come at a stage. I mean, we have from the likes of T-Hub and Mr. Chaudhary also sitting here. It is for the very first time in the history of the evolution of incubators and accelerators from India that we have now diversified from only a government ecosystem to also a very heavy private ecosystem. Earlier, most of the incubators and accelerators were backed by the government. Now we have private parties coming to play in terms of not only academic institutions, but also HNIs and other funds, the larger funds who are opening their early stage incubators, which is actually a very big, it's a very big move for the Indian startup ecosystem, because incubators and accelerators are something that have traditionally been backed only by the government or academic institutions. But however, with the private sector coming into being, sets up the whole chain for their growth in a very quicker fashion. And in terms of legalities, obviously, it is the incorporation of the incubators and accelerators that need to be kept in mind, the kind of structuring that needs to be there, because they need legal advice of a very sharp level, and because we do handle a lot of incubators and accelerators, and we understand that sometimes they tend to ignore this very important aspect, but in the longer run, it plays a very important role. So, which are few pointers, whether it's mostly LLP structure or private limited structure, depending on how they want to grow going forward. And just to add to this and to conclude, I'd just like to bring forth this data that compared to the US, there are 23 incubators and accelerators in India per 1,000. And in the US, there are 14. So we are all in all number 2 globally in terms of the number of incubators, accelerators in India, which I think is a great feat, and it directly fuels to our ecosystem of growth and developing as a country and fueling our innovation as well. Thank you.